Jason Varitek, as the names just keep getting bigger and bigger. For Dale Carmen, this will be his first trip to the DL in his big league career. He had allowed 9 runs in his last 3 appearances. Varitek is second Red Sox catcher to go down in 3 games. He was 2 for 6 with 2 RBIs in the series against the Rays. Taking their place on the roster, Robert Manuel had 8 saves with Pawtucket. Newman Romero was with hitting .268 for the Ball Sox at the time. We asked Jason Varitek how the Red Sox going to get by with all the injuries.
I think that this team has been well versed to doing that. We pitch the ball well. We're going to continue to have a chance to win games, and that's the most important thing. We continue to do that. We've got enough in our lineup that we can score some runs and help it won't be too far away.
We welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, one of the familiar names that's coming back to the Red Sox, thankfully, tonight is Kevin Cash.
Well, it's amazing how quickly the Red Sox organization was able to go out and get somebody that they're familiar with in Kevin Cash. You know, I can't remember the last time 2 catchers, Victor Martinez and, of course, Jason Varitek, the 2 starting catchers on the disabled list at the same time, but they've been able to go out and get Cash. And this kind of helps a little bit because he's got some familiarity with the Red Sox lineup, with the Red Sox management, with the ballpark, and also catching Tim Wakefield, which he'll be doing tonight. Now, how long they stay this route, we just don't know. But the fact is he's got plenty of Major League experience. He's been here before. He knows the grounds. He knows how to act around here. And hopefully he'll be able to contribute to the Red Sox while these guys are on the DL.
We'll see how it all works out tonight in Game 1. We're back at Fenway Park with more as we get ready for Game 1 of the series. The elder statesman of the Boston Red Sox will try to keep the ship afloat as the Red Sox start a 3-game series against the Orioles. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome back inside the broadcast booth. The Orioles are here for the first of 3. Last time we saw them, it was at Camden Yards in Baltimore, and they just fired their manager, Dave Tremblay. Juan Samuel taking over on an interim basis, and things have really not improved too much. They've been at home a lot. Now they head out on the road for the Orioles. They've won just 6 less games already under Juan Samuel and 30 fewer games. However, only 6 of those games Samuel has managed to have come on the road. Tonight begins a long 10-game road trip that will take them to the All-Star break. The Orioles offense has picked up under Samuel. They are hitting over 30 points higher with their new skipper. While the team ERA is higher, they have been better late in games, picking up 6 saves in 8 opportunities. We'll see the Orioles up close tonight in Game 1 of the series with more on tonight's game. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Don, Victor Martinez fractured his left thumb, then Jason Varitek fractured his right foot. And if you look to Pawtucket, catching prospects Dusty Brown and Mark Wagner are both on the disabled list. That made the move for a catcher essential for the Red Sox. So Theo Epstein went out and acquired Kevin Cash from Houston. Now, Cash was with the Red Sox in 07 and 08, and he said he is happy to be back in this organization.
Just excited. You know, you don't want to show too much emotion to the Houston officials that I was talking to, but very excited. I had a lot of fun in the organization, but, you know, this is second to none.
Now, Terry Francona said Cash is the perfect acquisition because he's already familiar with the pitching staff because he spent 2 seasons with the Red Sox. He can come in and catch Tim Wakefield tonight. I spoke with Jason Varitek, and he echoed Tito's sentiments that Cash can come right in, and he knows how the Red Sox system and how they like to work with guys and work with their pitching staff, and he's going to step right in and catch tonight. Don?
All right, Heidi will be looking for the Cash-Wakefield combination tonight against the Orioles. We're back with the first pitch for Fenway right after this. TNT and by KM Natural Casing Franks. Picture perfect weather on a beautiful night in Boston as the Red Sox get ready to host the Baltimore Orioles in the first of 3. As the Red Sox have taken the field, let's check out the Orioles starting 9. Corey Patterson in left field. Miguel Tejada at third base, bat second with Nick Markakis in right. Sty Wigginton at first base, batting fourth with Adam Jones in center. Matt Wieters is the catcher with Josh Bell, the DH. It is Julio Lugo at second base, batting eighth. And Cesar Torres is the shortstop. He bats ninth. On the mound for the Red Sox tonight is Tim Wakefield, a career 15-13 mark against the Orioles as he gets ready for his 17th start of the year, his 13th overall appearance. He is 2-6 with a 5.21 earned run average, a 272 opponent batting average, and a loss last time out against the San Francisco Giants. His first pitch to his new and old battery mate, Kevin Cash, is in there for strike one, and we're underway. This one is lifted in the air towards left center field and pretty deep. As back there to make the catch is Darnell McDonald. A very late addition to the Red Sox lineup just moments ago, and he makes the catch.
Eric Patterson and Darnell McDonald both calling for this ball, but it's the center fielder that takes charge and makes the catch. out near the warning track. You can see McDonald calling for it right at the last second.
Right before game time, Mike Cameron was scheduled to be in center field for Terry Francona, but his switch was made as Darnell McDonald came out to the outfield to start this game in center. As Corey Patterson, the older brother of Eric Patterson, who's the Red Sox left fielder, is out number one. Here is Miguel Tejada for the first time tonight. 1-0 is in there for strike one. The key matchup is brought to you by New England Acura dealers. Miguel Tejada, it's over 300 against Tim Wakefield at 303 with 5 home runs. As he lifts a fly ball to Eric Patterson in left field. He's camped underneath. There's 2 quick outs.
The Red Sox defense is 5th in the American League, 48 errors on the season. Adrian Beltre will be at third base. Marco Scudero, the shortstop. Bill Hall at second, and Kevin Youkilis at first. Left to right, Eric Patterson, Darnell McDonald, and J.D. Drew, and Kevin Cash doing the catching for Wakefield.
2 fly ball outs for Wakefield here in the first inning. 2 down for Nick Markakis, and on the left side. As that one drops in there for strike one. Markakis has the batting average up. It was in the low 200s last we saw him, and he hits at 303 now. 3 homers and 25 runs batted in. I understand that it is a straight switch tonight as far as the change for Cameron and McDonald. McDonald takes over in center field, and Cameron was going to bat 8th, and that's where McDonald is now slated to bat. As soon as we get word on the scratching of Mike Cameron, we'll pass it along as Darnell's been busy in center field as he wanders over and makes the catch that ends the first. It's an 8-pitch, 1-2-3 first inning. Red Sox are coming up from Fenway. Back at Fenway as Marco Scudero stands in on the right side and takes strike one from Brad Bergeson. He's on the mound tonight for the Orioles. Makes his 14th start of the year, 12th appearance, or rather 14th appearance, 12th start of the year. He's 3-4 with his 6.83 earned run average. Chopped at third, a foul ball, the indication. Last time out for Bergeson was against the Nationals. A 4-inning effort, giving up 5 runs. The Orioles starting pitching lately has not been very good. Their bullpen has been better under Juan Samuel, but the starters are not going deep into games, and the bullpen is on the taxed side. Juan Samuel, the interim manager at the moment for the Orioles.
Bergeson 1-1 in his career against the Boston Red Sox. That's in 3 starts. had a win against Boston earlier this season, back early in May.
0-2 pitch is grounded foul. We get the report on Mike Cameron tonight, and not good when you're talking about the abs again, because that has been a problem for him all year. He's feeling abdominal soreness tonight, and that's what keeps him out of the lineup. So we hope that it is not too bad and returning to what was the problem before. Scutaro strikes out, grabs the outside corner. Andy Fletcher rings him up, and there's one down in the inning. Let's check out the Red Sox starting lineup, brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. Marco Scutaro has just led off. He's the shortstop with Corey Patterson, or rather Eric Patterson, in left field. It is David Ortiz at DH, Kevin Youkilis at first base, Adrian Beltre at third, J.D. Drew in right. Phil Hall is at second base with Darnell McDonald now in center field batting eighth. And Kevin Cash does the catching. We have both Pattersons in the game tonight. Corey Patterson, of course, the older brother for the Orioles, and Eric Patterson, the younger brother, both playing left field tonight even. One for the Red Sox, one for the Orioles. There they are. There's Corey Patterson coming to the major leagues, first with the Cubs, and Eric Patterson acquired by the Red Sox from the Oakland A's. He stands in here with one out and slices one foul. Eric Patterson at 208 with 4 homers and 9 runs batted in his combined numbers between the Red Sox and the A's. To center field, hits sharply as Adam Jones goes back to leap and make the catch shy of the wall. As he got onto the dirt of the track to make the grab, that was hit well, but it is out number 2 of the inning.
Excellent jump in center field by Adam Jones as he goes back to the warning track and just in front of the wall to take extra bases away from Eric Patterson.
Two down here in the first inning. David Ortiz, 259, 17 homers, and 53 runs batted in. Slaps it foul. Ortiz in the Tampa Bay series was 3 for 6 with a home run and 6 runs batted in. Last 3 games, the numbers for Big Papi, including 2 home runs. Chop to first. Wigginton backing up to the outfield grass. Bergeson will cover for the out. And it's a 1-2-3 bottom of the first inning on 10 pitches. We're scoreless after 1 from Fenway. Second inning, and a big swing from Ty Wigginton. It falls down. He swung so hard at the first pitch from Tim Wakefield. As loves it foul, and it's 0-1. Ty Wigginton at 258, 14 homers and 42 runs batted in. Adam Jones and Matt Wieters to follow here in the second inning. To short, Marco Scudero. Couple steps, and there's one away. Time now for a look at the game notes, brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Tim Wakefield making his 201st career start at Fenway Park, breaking Roger Clemens' record for most starts at Fenway. He's 91 and 73 here in his career. With the addition of Kevin Cash to the lineup tonight, Terry Francona will be using his 69th different lineup combination. Tonight is game number 80. The Orioles enter tonight 5-4 against the Red Sox. It's one of only two teams they have a winning record against this year. They are 4-2 against the Washington Nationals. One out in the second for Adam Jones, who takes ball one. Jones a 273 season, 13 homers and 36 runs batted in. How strange is it, Jerry, that the Red Sox, in need of a catcher, are able to get a guy that is extremely familiar with the organization and a guy who can also catch Tim Wakefield.
Now, that's very quick work by the baseball operations people, that's for sure.
This is quick to left and off the wall. The ricochet played by Patterson quickly, and Jones will try to get back to first and has to dive to do so. He's about halfway to second and realized that ball was on its way to second base. A quick relay off the wall by Eric Patterson.
Yeah, nicely played out there in left field by Patterson. He actually plays it with his bare hands, spins and throws to second base. And Jones, who runs pretty well, had to put the brakes on. Right about there, and get back to first base. Hold him to a long single here at Fenway Park.
So one out, one on. Matt Wieters, the catcher and batter here for the Orioles.
Plus, the Red Sox have a couple of catchers that are hurt down at the AAA level, so there was nowhere to go down there to bring somebody up. They had to go out and find somebody, and they find Kevin Cash.
Beth Wagner and Brown injured for the Pawtucket Red Sox. Quick check, and Jones is just back.
Jones with 3 steals on the season. He's been caught 3 times.
So the Red Sox get Cash from the Houston Astros in exchange for infielder Angel Sanchez. Another check on Jones, who's back to the bag at first. Cash had appeared in 19 games behind the plate, 18 starts for Brad Mills' Houston Astros. He's hitting only 204 and had been designated for assignment outrighted to AAA Round Rock. There's a fly ball to medium left as Eric Patterson is there. And there's 2 down in the inning.
Go to Nesson.com/Olympia now to print out a shopping pass to 15% off your entire purchase at Olympia Sports between now and July 5th. You must have the shopping pass to get your discount, and some exclusions apply. Olympia Sports, get it for less.
2 down in the second inning. Another capacity crowd at Fenway Park as the Red Sox host the Baltimore Orioles in a 3-game weekend series. There's Josh Bell, the DH. Well, 1 for 4 since joining the Orioles. No homers and no runs batted in.
Luke Scott on the disabled list right now for the Baltimore Orioles.
More bizarre injuries you will see. And we'll talk more about that a little later. Josh Bell was recalled on July 1st when Luke Scott went on the DL. Runner goes. Good throw from Cash, and Jones is out. Seemed to hesitate somewhere between first and second and is caught stealing. Ends the inning. We're through an inning and a half. No score from the Fens. Bottom of the second inning as Kevin Youkilis leads it off for the Red Sox. Brad Bergeson, 10 pitches, retired the side in order in the first inning. It is Youkilis, Beltre, and Drew here in the second. Fly ball to left. Patterson will play it off the wall. Youkilis with a long single starts the second inning. First base runner of the night for Boston.
Well, a couple of wall balls that have ended up being singles in this game. Adam Jones with one, and now Kevin Youkilis. Line shot off the scoreboard that Patterson gets in back very quickly, and Youkilis held to the single.
He has loved the season series against these Orioles, hitting at .389 this year against Baltimore. Leadoff single for Youkilis, and here's Adrian Beltre. His all-star worthy numbers, a .349 average, 12 homers, 53 runs batted in. And a check swing grounder to first. Wigginton will go to second for one, back to first for two, and he did get the foot on the bag. The pitcher Bergeson covered. So it's a 3-6-3 twin killing and 2 down.
Well, one of the more difficult double plays to turn. Wigginton getting that ball to his shortstop Cesar Torres, and the pitcher Brad Bergeson getting over to cover first base and record the out, so they get the double play. As Youkilis trying to change directions to get his Torres jumps right over him, and they complete the deuce.
So 2 down in the inning for J.D. Drew. And a good sign that he is back in the Red Sox lineup after the stiff neck scratched him the other night. He is in there and hitting at .272 with 8 homers and 37 runs batted in. Friday Night Baseball on NESN is brought to you by Ace Ticket. Great seats at great prices. Two down here in the second inning. Drew after a 1-1. Skies one out to center field. Adam Jones is back onto the track. At the wall. It is up off the wall, and it should be gone. It is. Home run for J.D. Drew, his 9th of the year. The Red Sox lead it 1-0.
Fourth home run for J.D. Drew against the Baltimore Orioles so far this season. Opposite field shot. Hits a fastball out over the plate and takes it the other way. On the top left of the screen, you can see the young man almost catch it. Ooh. Oh, that had been close maybe.
Yes, it might have been.
Had he not made contact with that.
It's deceiving because it seems like it's a little bit closer than it really is, I think, on that shelf. But from that angle, it did look like contact. Had he not made it, it would have been very close to the red line. But look how much distance there is.
One more look, you see him reaching over, and the question is, would that have made the top of that wall? I think maybe not.
The second base umpire, Adrian Johnson, went out to make the call. As this has popped up, foul ground. Wigginton by the seats runs out of room. Well, during the 2010 Red Sox season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston. For every home run hit by the Red Sox, Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Well, for Drew, his 9th home run of the year. And Red Sox jump out to the 1-0 advantage against Brad Bergeson. Bill Hall, the batter. And a swing and a miss. Strikes out. Second strikeout to Bergeson. Home run for Drew. 1-0 Red Sox at the end of 2. 1-0. Red Sox on top of the Orioles thanks to a home run by J.D. Drew. As we start the top half of the third inning, Josh Bell back at the plate. He was hitting when caught stealing was Adam Jones to end the second inning. Jerry, we've looked at this replay a few times, and I'm non-committal. I know you're going one way with this, but not entirely sure.
No, I'm not entirely sure either, but I thought it was a chance that maybe it would not have been a home run. You can see the kid reaching over right here, and I got a feeling it might have hit the top of that red spot and then bounced back on the field. That's just my opinion. It's awfully tough to tell, even on replay.
The Orioles did not argue at all, and had they argued, they could have reviewed that play, but obviously Juan Samuel did not.
It would have come back inconclusive.
Yes, probably would have. This is on a hop to second base. Hall's got it, and Bell's out number 1 of the third inning. Don't just beat the heat this summer. Hurry into Cumberland Farms Chill Zone today and fill up on your absolute favorite fountain or frozen beverages. Just 79 cents, any size, any time. The Chill Zone, only at Cumberland Farms.
That's annihilated. Annihilated. Annihilated.
The word really scared me and I stayed away.
I know it. Don't just beat the heat this summer. Annihilate it.
I jumped ahead to the next line because I didn't know.
That's not the only thing you're scared of.
Is that how you really spell annihilate?
Yeah.
Wow. It's the first time I read that one.
As a matter of fact, I have never seen you so scared in my life as I was in the open, doing the open today, taping the open.
We've had a mouse problem in the booth lately, so it's been a little scary around here anyway. I have to tell you before. This is softly lined into left center field. A base hit for Julio Lugo with 1 out.
This is why we were taping the open for the game tonight.
Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball.
Mouse!
It's all fun and games until somebody brings a mouse. It looked real to me. That's all I can say, Jerry.
Yeah, it sure did.
I wasn't worried about it at all. Man's man. Not concerned at all about that little mouse. Glad you guys had fun. It's good stuff.
That's been in the planning now for a couple of days.
Really?
Yeah.
Who got the mouse?
And Ted has the mouse.
Oh, okay. I thought it was real because everybody else was freaking out from behind the cameras and from the other side pointing. This is to right, and Drew is there, almost overran it, but makes the grab. I mean, I don't think I look too scared. You?
Oh, no, not at all. Look at that.
Man's man. It's a mouse. That's a really big mouse, too. I mean, it's like a rat.
This is the little rodent right here that caused all the havoc. It wheels around.
Yeah, but peripherally, it looked like this. Really big and hairy.
As it was coming at you like
right.
that. Yeah.
And people were screaming.
We actually got mouse traps up here now. This is
unbelievable.
Ridiculous. Well, Wally's not even afraid of the mouse. Look,
I wasn't either. I didn't think I was too afraid. This is popped up. Hall back at first base will get it. Tough as nails. Nothing bothers me. Nothing. 1-0. Darnell McDonald leads it off and lines one to right. A sinking liner and a great diving catch in right by Nick Markakis. Brad Bergeson appreciates that as he points out to his right fielder. And a good grab on that line drive for the first out.
Yeah, Nick Markakis, a very good defensive right fielder, makes a spectacular play there, diving, closing the glove up before he hits the ground and holding on to the baseball.
One out here in the third inning, and Kevin Cash is the batter. Return to Fenway Park. His numbers as a member of the Houston Astros, 204, 2 homers, 4 runs batted in. You see swings and misses. It's 0-2, and one of the sound bites we heard earlier in his conversation with Heidi Watney, the Houston officials were letting him know he was trying to hide his excitement about returning. You know, you hate to say, boy, it's tough leaving you guys, but he was extremely excited, obviously, to be coming back here to Fenway Park, and especially where he was headed to AAA for the Astros. And here he has a chance to come back to Boston again. Just outside, 2-2. It reminds you of the Doug Mirabelli return with less fanfare when the Padres told Mirabelli that he had been reacquired by the Red Sox.
Yeah, no police escort today bringing in Kevin Cash to Fenway Park, just a cab.
In the air to right field, Markakis with an easier try this time, and there's 2 down.
Doing more on defense is brought to you by Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of Home Depot. And early in the ball game, Kevin Cash throwing out Adam Jones at second base. And that of course, with Tim Wakefield on the mound. Home Depot.
So 2 down here in the third inning, top of the order. Second time through now for Brad Bergeson. It's Marco Scudero struck out looking in the first inning. Center field, and Adam Jones puts it away. It's an 8-pitch, 1-2-3 third inning. Through 3, it's 1-0 Red Sox. Top of 4 at Fenway. It's 1-0. Red Sox on top. Miguel Tejada cranks this foul well out ahead. Off the facade and back down again.
Tejada's had success against Wakefield. 5 career home runs off Tim. Hard line drive there, but pull foul.
Tejada, Markakis, and Wigginton here in the 4th. Wakefield threw the first 3 innings on 28 pitches. So is his counterpart, Brad Bergeson. Both throwing 28 pitches through the first 3. The only difference, the J.D. Drew home run in the second inning. As there's ball 2, 2-1. Wakefield surrendered 2 hits, a single for Adam Jones, single for Julio Lugo. Another foul, and it's 2-2 to Tejada. Markakis waits on deck. Tejada's been hitting well lately, 9 RBIs in his last 7 games. Hops it up. Left side, shortstop Marco Scudero out to the outfield grass. 1 down.
Tough seat for a game. You could be a winner of the KM Lucky Dog contest. At every home game in July, KM will give one lucky fan free Fenway Franks and 2 Players Club tickets to a future game. Look for the KM Grill Cook at Fenway. Remember, July is National Hot Dog Month.
How about this, Jerry? This young couple gets future tickets to an upcoming game.
Upgraded seats, too.
Upgraded seats, and not only that, but the entire row gets free hot dogs. So just sitting alongside those lucky people have worked out for the rest of the row, and it's a pretty big row. And there's a strike to Nick Markakis. Wakefield working with 1 out, bases empty here in the 4th inning.
In honor of July being National Hot Dog Month, I had one today. I very rarely have a hot dog, but I had one today.
So that would make it like 60 or 70 already in 2010, in all honesty. One-two is hit well to deep right, sending Drew back towards the bullpens and into it. A home run for Nick Markakis, his 4th home run of the year. The Red Sox and Orioles trading solo shots in this game is tied at 1.
Number 5 off Wakefield for Markakis. As that ball was dipping down and away from Markakis, but he still is able to lift it into the Red Sox bullpen. So a nice defensive play for him in this game, and now the home run to tie it up.
One down here in the 4th inning. A 1-1 game now. Ty Wigginton, who got it out to shortstop first time up, takes strike 2. Wigginton in the midst of an 0 for 16 skid as he gets out of the way of that pitch inside. He has 14 home runs and 42 runs batted in, a cleanup spot for the Orioles. It's a fly ball to right field. This will stay in the yard as Drew moves over and makes the catch. 2 down.
All-Star voting isn't over quite yet. From July 4th through July 8th, you can vote for the 34th and final player for each league roster. Go to RedSox.com and cast your All-Star Game final vote for the final 2 All-Stars for the game in Anaheim. You can vote at RedSox.com.
That has been a vote the Red Sox Nation has taken care of in a big way over the years. Lucky Okajima going that way. Johnny Damon, Jason Varitek at one point. That additional vote has really helped out. And we'll see if the nation steps up once again. And as the Red Sox certainly with some very good candidates, and some of them are indeed injured, but a lot of the Red Sox roster is currently injured. We talked about it as part of the open tonight, Jerry. The injury to Manny Del Carmen. You just don't see him struggle the way he has the last 3 times out without an injury like that.
Yeah, early in the season, you know, his fastball was up around 95, 96 miles an hour. He was dominating. And the last few outings have not been good for Manny. So you had to figure something was not quite on par. And plus the forearm becomes the problem. So some time on a DL for Del Carmen.
9 runs in his last 3 outings, as we have seen this a few times lately.
Kevin Cash taking it off the right foot.
Red Sox Baseball on Nesson is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. We need to protect the catchers better, Jerry. I think we need more gear. It covers like everything, like hockey stuff.
Well, what they should do maybe is that everybody's got a boot on now. They might as well just wear the boots to catch. Get those boots like Dustin Pedroia's wearing now and Jason Varitek.
How about goalie pads? Cover everything.
Yeah.
2-2, a swing and a miss for Jones. He strikes out. It's the first K for Wakefield. Home run for Markakis ties this game 1-1. Welcome back to Fenway Park as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It is tied 1-1. It is great to have with us Rear Admiral Mark Benzel here, Commander, Navy Region Mid-Atlantic, headquartered out of Norfolk, Virginia. This is Navy Week in Boston.
It is the 6th Navy Week in Boston.
Tell us a little bit about Navy Week.
Well, we want to get around the country and let the country get refamiliarized with its Navy, and so we're doing this in about 19 different cities. Obviously, Boston is one of them. That's what we're here for, and we do have one permanently based ship here, and that would be the USS Constitution, our oldest ship.
And everybody will be participating in quite a few events around town this week.
We are. The sailors will be out and about. They're doing community service around, and the ships that we have brought are the USS Hawes and the USS Whidbey Island.
I understand they'll be visiting some hospitals too and seeing some cares.
They've been doing that, and they've been doing charity work. But we got sailors back on the ships, and we're inviting folks to come but every day between 10 and 6.
Shot to second and nicely dug out by Wigginton in time. Nice play at first base by Wigginton. Nice play by Lugo, one down.
Yeah, Lugo ranging to his right to make this play. The throw was a little bit off target, but Ty Wigginton the other end with a backhanded play to get to Speedy Patterson. So a nice play by Lugo and Wigginton. Let me ask you this. Is there a curfew for everybody this week?
No curfew.
No curfew. You can stay away. You can stay out all night.
If you got liberty, you got all night.
That sounds good.
Now, are you guys going to other cities as well? What other cities are you guys driving?
All around the country. We did one in Little Rock, Arkansas. We've done one in Phoenix. So we're taking them all around the country.
Some are Massachusetts natives, and that includes you as well.
Absolutely. Cambridge.
Does that make you a Red Sox fan? I know you've moved around a lot.
I think I'm a legacy. I'm in on legacy. Absolutely.
Are you able to watch your Red Sox from wherever you are?
That's a little harder.
Yeah.
That's a little harder.
Well, of course, so you're based out of Norfolk, Virginia. The Norfolk Tides have been there for a very long time, AAA baseball. Here's a high fly ball for David Ortiz to right field. It'll stay in the yard as Markakis settles underneath and makes the catch for the second out, 2 down.
Last Tides game I went to, though, they were playing Pawtucket. So
is that right?
Yeah.
There you go. White Sox go there about twice a year. Yep. Norfolk Tides, a longtime affiliate with the Mets. Although that's different now. There was somebody else now. The Orioles. Orioles now. Should have known that. Very nice.
Also a great job by the band tonight playing the national anthem prior to the game.
They are tremendous. You'd really be surprised. A lot of those young folks have advanced degrees in music, believe it or not.
How can fans get involved in Navy Week and be part of some of this festivities?
I would tell you, go down to Charlestown, to the USS Hawes. Go down to South Boston. They're both doing tours.
High throw, and Youkilis will reach kind of awkwardly as he gets to the bag at first. Hopefully nothing wrong.
They're both doing tours every day between 10 and 6 through the weekend. And you got some great young American sailors down there that are looking to show off their ships. They're very proud of what they do, and they want to show the American people what they do.
You threw out the first pitch.
I did.
You're going to get a chance to see it again right here.
Uh-oh.
Let's take a look. Now, did you practice to get ready for this?
A little bit. I have to admit, I did do a little bit of that.
Well, that's nice. That's a strike.
Well, you know, the young man that was catching for me, he said that he doesn't. I had a lot of pressure because I went behind a young man before me, and he threw a strike. So I said, "Oh, gee whiz, I can't mess this up."
I was asking you before we went on air how long you've been in one place at one time, and you said 5 years is the total. Yeah, it's incredible how much you move around.
Yeah, well, I tell you, that's part of the business, I guess. But you get to see a lot of the country doing that as well.
That includes New England. You're in Rhode Island.
I was in Rhode. I spent a year at Newport at the Naval War College. It was a great year. I mean, it was a great educational year for me, but it was a great year for the family as well to be in Rhode Island.
Well, Rear Admiral, we really appreciate you coming up, and thanks for all you do.
Well, thank you. And on behalf of all the 500 or so sailors that are in town, thanks very much for your hospitality. We're really enjoying it.
Thanks for your stay. We appreciate all you do.
You bet. Thank you.
Try to make curfew.
All right. I will.
Jerry wants a curfew for your guys.
All right. I'll have to check in with you.
3-0 the count to Adrian Beltre with 2 outs. Youkilis at first base. It's in there for a strike one, and it's 3-1. So we were watching Youkilis run down that first base line. He came up kind of awkwardly. It appeared he is seemingly moving around better at first base as this one was popped up, fouling out of place. We'll get a look at how he kind of landed at the bag.
It kind of happens a lot when you reach toward that first base bag. He looks like he was ducking underneath the throw, hit the bag in the front of the bag, and then came up lame after that.
Adrian Beltre with a full count. 2 down. The runner goes, and it's to right. Markakis makes the catch, below the cap high to end things here in the 4th inning. It's a 1-1 game. We played 4 from Fenway. The official bank of the Red Sox television network, Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. We head to the 5th inning. I don't think I've ever been in corn before.
Oh, I've been in corn.
Montague, Mass. Oh, thanks. Cecilia Lang was out there. I've been in cornfields. Never surrounded quite like that by corn.
You ever drive cross country?
No.
Never drove cross country?
Never.
Well, you see a lot of corn when you drive cross country out in the Midwest.
Hall at second base, positioned perfectly defensively. There's one out.
Tonight's NESN.com question of the day, powered by KGB, is who deserves to start at third base in the All-Star game for the AL? Text your answer to 542-542. Text Sox 1 for Adrian Beltre, Sox 2 for Alex Rodriguez, and Sox 3 for Evan Longoria. Results will be revealed in the postgame show, and you can view the latest results and vote at NESN.com/KGB.
No doubt, Beltre having a very good season. 12 homers, 53 RBIs, 349 coming into tonight's action. Swing and a miss. We just saw Evan Longoria. He leads, of course, in votes as far as the start goes at third base currently. And Longoria third overall, in fact, in the American League. This is on the ground and into right field, a base hit for Josh Bell, a one-out single, and the 4th hit of the night for the Orioles.
Bell gets the knuckleball from Wakefield. It's away, but he hooks it into that hole between first and second base to pick up the base hit. Because Bell's had no prior experience against Wakefield till tonight.
One out, one on. And Julio Lugo, the batter. And there for strike one. Lugo singled in the 3rd inning. He's got one of the 4 Baltimore hits on the night. Pops it up this time to left field. Eric Patterson out there in left. Makes the catch for the 2nd out. And there's 2 down in the 5th. Tonight's Capitol stains legendary performances by Sox third base coach Tim Bogar. On this date in 1997, Bogar hit his only career inside the park home run, thanks in part to Cleveland outfielder Manny Ramirez's ignorance of the Houston Astrodome's ground rules. Bogar's hit came to rest under the bullpen bench, and Ramirez signaled to the umpire thinking it was a dead ball. However, the ball was still in play, and Bogar just kept running and raced around the bases for a home run. Cesar Torres singles to right field, and Bell takes second base. 2 on now, 2 down.
First multiple hit inning tonight for the Baltimore Orioles against Tim Wakefield. As you look at Tim Bogar, Red Sox third base coach.
Something generally unusual has to happen for the most part, it seems, for an inside the park home run. A little something, and that is something.
Yeah, you got to have Manny on one of the corners.
So Tim Bogar, the infield, or the inside the park home run. That would be something. An infield home run. This is inside for ball 1 to Corey Patterson. With 2 outs and 2 on here in the 5th. He has fly to center, popped out to first base, 0 for 2. I was going to ask the rear admiral, Mark Benzel, was kind enough to join us, whether or not he is afraid of mice or rats, but I'm guessing he's not.
Maybe submarines and stuff like that, but yes. I doubt mice.
0-2 is by the dive of Euclid at first base into right. From second base comes Bell. The throw will go to second. The run scores, and the Orioles take a 2-1 lead. 3rd hit of the inning for Baltimore leads to their 2nd run, and the Orioles take a 2-1 lead.
2-out base hit by the dive of Kevin Euclid. And Bell will come around with the 2nd run of the night for the Baltimore Orioles. If you love watching exciting World Cup action, then Fenway Park is hosting the perfect event for you as the excellence, passion, and tradition of top-flight European soccer comes to Fenway Park on July 21st at 8 p.m. Celtic Football Club of Scottish Premier League will take on Sporting Club de Portugal from the Portuguese Liga for the Football Fenway Challenge. Tickets are on sale now at tickets.com/football@Fenway.
Miguel Tejada is 0 for 2. He's flied out to left, popped out to shortstop. He bats with 2 outs, a run in, and a first and third opportunity for the Orioles. And just taking the lead here in the top of the 5th inning. Here's pitch 60 for Tim Wakefield. And it's to center field, sending Darnell McDonald back to the track to make the catch that ends the inning. A run in for the Orioles. They strand a pair, but lead it 2-1 now, halfway through this one.
Those white uniforms in the can.
Or the department or whatever you call it. Penthouse.
The penthouse. They'll be up in the penthouse in their white uniforms. Hi, Johnny.
Two to 1. The Orioles have taken the lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. J.D. Drew, Bill Hall, and Darnell McDonald. Face Brad Bergeson. Drew opposite field and deep. Back is Patterson looking up, and it's gone. J.D. Drew has homered for the 2nd time tonight. His 10th home run of the year, and he ties the game 2-2.
J.D. Drew came in this game 3 for 9 against Bergeson, and twice tonight is homered. No question about this one, as this one goes into the monster seats. Again, going to the opposite field on a fastball down the middle. I love when J.D. Drew does that. Instead of trying to pull that ball that's down the middle, take it the other way and play with that left field wall and get over it sometime.
Into double figures in home runs now for J.D. A home run in the 2nd. He homers here in the 5th. It's a tie game. As Hall now down the right field line towards the pole. Gets down there but foul. '17 career 2 home run games now for J.D. Drew. And it's the 2nd one this year. And both, ironically, have been against the Orioles. Hall makes a bid himself. Down towards pesky pole down the right field line, but it is strike 2, and it's 0-2. He was a strikeout victim in the 2nd inning. 2 Ks for Bergeson. Bill Hall homered here for the 6th time this year on Wednesday night. He's now gone deep in games that he's started in 4 different positions. Left fielder, center fielder, right fielder, and now seeing most of his action at second base. Swing and a miss. He strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. 1 down. Let's check in with Heidi.
Well, Don, Brad Ferguson was roughed up in his last outing at Washington. It was his first outing since being sent to the minors to work on his early season struggles. I talked to his pitching coach, Rick Kranitz, about what the O's see in him that makes them think that he can turn the ship around.
What he needs to do is trust himself, and he needs to trust the fact that he's going to throw a sinker and not go away from it. He's a fastball pitcher, he's a sinker ball pitcher, and, if he's getting ground balls, it should be a pretty good day. Obviously he's going to have to use his secondary stuff, but he needs to get his sinker working, and he needs to throw strikes early, and that's kind of been his problem.
In 3 career starts against Boston, Ferguson is 1-1 with a 3.79 ERA. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. He is pitching well in this game. It has only 3 ground ball outs. So not getting the ground ball outs that Rick Kranitz is looking for. And, of course, the 2 long balls by J.D. Drew. Fortunately for Ferguson, both solo shots. This 2-2 game with 1 out in the 5th. And this is wrapped foul, 1-2. Ferguson coming into tonight's effort with a 3-4 mark. Fastball, curveball, slider, and a change in his repertoire. A 1-2 pitch. Back up the middle and into center field. A base hit for Darnell McDonald.
Well, he struck Bill Hall out on a slider. This is a slider again, but he gets too much of the plate and it stays up in the zone. And Darnell McDonald takes it up the middle for the base hit. McDonald with 6 steals on the season has not been caught.
1 out, 1 on. And here's Kevin Cash in his return to the Red Sox. Flied out to the right fielder, Nick Markakis, in the 3rd inning. Shot softly towards 3rd. Tejada gathers a double pump, and he's still able to get Cash. Thought at first that hesitation and how slowly that was hit, it may cost Tejada, but still got the very good throwing arm, and he throws out Cash.
It seemed like there was a lot of spin on that ball once it got into the glove in the hand of Tejada, and right there, the double clutch to get that throw off the first base, but still had time to get Kevin Cash. Ace Ticket, getting what you need when you need it. Sold out or not, find your seats at Ace Ticket. Call 1-800-MY-SEATS.
Two outs in the 5th inning. Darnell McDonald at first base. Marco Scutaro, the batter. He has struck out and flied out. He's 0 for 2. Whether it's banking, investments, or insurance, Eastern Bank is here to help you and your community win. For each Red Sox win this month, the Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation will donate $100 to the Boys and Girls Club of Metro West. 2 down in the 5th with Darnell McDonald at second base and Marco Scutaro with a count of 0-2. Back to Ferguson, who knocks it down with the glove and then throws out Scutaro to retire the side. But a home run for J.D. Drew has tied this game 2-2 at the end of 5. solo home runs as the Red Sox have tied this game 2-2. As we play into the 6th inning, it's 3-4-5 for the Orioles. Nick Markakis, Ty Wigginton, Adam Jones in the 6th inning. Markakis takes strike 2, and it's quickly 0-2. Flied out to center field in the 1st inning, hit a solo home run into the bullpen in right field in the 4th inning, just his 4th home run of the year. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the 2nd strikeout for Tim Wakefield.
A nice job, too, by Kevin Cash holding on to this ball. Watch how much this darts down and in. It's almost like a curveball, and Kevin Cash able to backhand it before the ball hits the dirt.
One out here in the 6th inning, Ty Wigginton. A big swing and a miss. He's 0 for 2 tonight against Wakefield. He's grounded out to shortstop, fly to right. Quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Tim Wakefield. 3 in all. 2 down in the 6th inning.
Once again, the knuckleball doing the honors for Wakefield. All 3 of his strikeouts coming on the knuckleball tonight.
Wakefield with 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Adam Jones coming up. Jones singled in the 2nd inning. He's caught trying to steal. He struck out swinging in the 4th inning. 1 for 2 night. It's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. Who are the only 2 third basemen to win at least 10 Gold Gloves? We'll the answer for you a little bit later. This is off the end of the bat and on a hop to Youkilis. Wakefield will cover and get there in plenty of time. Just 8 pitches. Wakefield enjoys a 1-2-3 6th. Game tied 2-2 from Fenway. Eric Patterson stands in and takes ball 1 from Brad Bergeson. Eric Patterson has flied out to the warning track in center field, grounded out to second base. Taps it foul, 1-1. Yankees have already lost today. They played day baseball. That's the Toronto Blue Jays, and the Jays beat the Yankees 6-1. So this morning, the Red Sox are trailing by a game and a half. They trail by a game heading into this action tonight against the Orioles now as a result of that Yankees loss this afternoon. 1-2 is foul down the left field line and hangs at 1-2. Center field, Adam Jones with room as he backpedals. Takes him to the track, but he makes the catch. 1 down. Time now for tonight's Twisted the Truth fact. On Wednesday, the Orioles' Luke Scott added himself to the list of strangest injuries ever. Scott strained a hamstring running the bases on his 7th inning home run against the Oakland A's. Scott injured himself running hard at first, thinking the ball may not clear the right field wall. As a result of the injury, Scott is now currently on the 15-day DL. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea is a refreshing hard iced tea that tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. And it's just been that kind of year for the Orioles. As David Ortiz bats with 1 out, and here you got to wonder about what Juan Samuel was thinking about a little bit. He comes in, he's the interim manager, wants to do well, and certainly would like to continue to manage this team. But as he's managing this team, there are other people who are being brought in, or at least rumored to be, for the job. We've heard the name Buck Showalter come up. We've heard the name of Eric Wedge come up. I mean, we're trying to manage a club, and rumors are flying. They're talking to other people about the future of the club.
Well, I think, though, that interim managers expect that. And that was told to Juan Samuel when he took over this position, that, it was on an interim basis. They would be looking for other managers, interviewing other people. And the only way that you stop that is you go on about a 15-game winning streak.
Joe Morgan style.
Exactly.
And it's not happened so far, and it may not with the group that he has here right now. And we highlighted it as part of our open tonight, the differences that have happened since Dave Tremblay left. I mean, you're not taking over a team here that's really going to be going anywhere anytime fast, it appears.
We spoke about this when we were in Baltimore, and the fact is, a lot of times when you have a managerial change, you'll get a quick spike. You might win a couple of games. But basically, it comes down to the talent on the field. And if the talent on the field isn't enough, you're not going to win games.
Poppy has a full count with 1 out here in the 6th inning. Nicholas waiting on deck. Broken bat, fly ball down the right field line for Ortiz towards the pole, but a foul ball.
Well, there's been a couple down in that direction tonight, and that's the closest one. David Ortiz on a broken bat, just missing down the right field line. Had the distance, but not quite the right direction. Coming up tomorrow night, it's Olympia Sports presents the Boston Globe Red Sox Game Day Live with TC and Peter Gammons. John Lester takes the hill with an 11-0 record all-time against the Orioles. It's all coming up tomorrow night at 6, only on NESN.
1 out here in the 6th inning, a full count to David Ortiz. As he strikes out looking, does not agree, turns and heads back to the dugout, takes with him the 4th strikeout for Brad Bergeson. 2 down.
That's an excellent pitch by Bergeson as he comes inside. He'd stay away from David Ortiz, that hole at bat, and then finally comes down and in inside corner to him for the strikeout.
Two down in the 6th inning for Kevin Youkilis.
Introducing Arborcoat Exterior Stain by Benjamin Moore, a revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arborcoat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer.
Youkilis 1 for 2 in the game tonight. Singled in the 2nd inning. Reached on an error committed by Miguel Tejada in the 4th inning. So a 1-for-2 night for Youkilis. Ball 3-0, didn't miss by much. Didn't hit the target. Wieters had to kind of reach back across, and that may have been the reason he didn't get the call. There's a strike, 3-1. Ferguson pitching into the 6th with 2 outs in the inning. Full count now. Adrian Beltre on deck. Strike 3. Youkilis hates it as he is rung up by Andy Fletcher. 5th K for Ferguson. 2-2 game from Fenway. Two as we head to the 7th inning from Fenway Park. Tim Wakefield back on the hill. About to throw his 70th pitch of his outing. It is to Matt Wieters with an 0-1 that misses inside. The pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. 6+, 6 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts, and 70 pitches deep. Wakefield wanted that, but it's ball 2, 2-1. Struck out 2 batters in the 6th inning, part of a 1-2-3 6th. Falling behind 3-1. After Wieters, it'll be Bell and Lugo here in the 7th inning. Ball 4, and the first free pass allowed by Tim Wakefield of the night comes here to begin the 7th inning.
The best catch of the season is now at Uno. Their new summer menu is packed with unbelievable lobster dishes to choose from and so much more. But hurry, it's only here for a limited time. Uno, way deeper than pizza.
Leadoff walk for Matt Wieters to start the 7th inning. Josh Bell, who singled last time up against Wakefield, swing at the first pitch, pops it up foul and out of play. Bell singled last time after grounding out to second base in the 3rd. He's 1 for 2. Wild swing and a miss, 0-2.
Knuckleball from Wakefield, but it actually acted like curveball down and in.
Down and in, 1-2. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 11th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout. Special seating section here at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. It's a tight one tonight at Fenway, 2-2. In the 7th inning, as Bell just kind of waves at that pitch with 2 strikes on him and gets a piece to stay alive. Bell was just called up on July 1st, made his major league debut. Picked up his first hit on Thursday against the Oakland A's. Swing and a miss, but it gets away from Cash. He's got to hurry, and there'll be no throw, and Bell will reach as Wieters takes second base.
Swing and a miss right there. That's going to bounce off the shin guard of Kevin Cash. Now the runner can't go to first base because first base is occupied, but the runner from first can advance to second base.
So Wieters is at second and Bell is out. It's time for a game break, and Tom Karen, TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. Here it is 2-2. It's the first visit ever for the Tampa Bay Rays to Target Field in Minnesota. And, of course, the Rays begin the day, game and a half back of the Yankees. The Red Sox a game back. Here is Julio Lugo. Taps it foul. Lugo singled in the third, flied out to left in the 5th inning. It's 1 for 2. The Orioles are out hitting the Red Sox 6-4. Down low, knocked down by Cash. No advance for Wieters. Lugo hits it in the air to left. Eric Patterson is there, and he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Wieters remains at second base, 2 down. It's time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. We're the only 2 third basemen to win at least 10 Gold Gloves. Brooks Robinson and Mike Schmidt. Brooks Robinson won 16. There are 4 current players who have won multiple Gold Gloves at third base. Scott Rowland has 7, Eric Chavez with 6, and Adrian Beltre and David Wright have 2 each. The 16 Gold Gloves by Robinson is tied for the second most all-time with Jim Cott. Rick Maddox won 18 Gold Gloves in his career and is the all-time leader in that category.
What did Jim Cott win, 24? Or is that way too high?
No, he won 16.
16
Jim Cott. For Jim Cott. Most ever was 18 by Greg Maddox. One-0 pitch is popped up, foul ground, a play for Cash. He will make it in fair ground that ends the inning. The 7th inning stretch from Fenway tied at 2. It's time for a Sports Desk update with Cole Wright. Last half of the 7th inning back at Fenway Park, 2-2 game. Adrian Beltre, J.D. Drew, and Bill Hall anticipated here in the 7th inning. Brad Bergeson has pitched a very good ball game tonight for the Orioles. He's made his way into the 7th inning, and his only problem has been J.D. Drew, who has hit 2 solo home runs off him. Otherwise, he's kept the Red Sox at bay and is quickly ahead of Beltre, 0-2. The pitching line is brought to you by Lexus. Into the 7th, 4 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts. And here comes pitch number 80 of the night for Brad Bergeson. It's low and away, 1-2. Beltre has grounded into a 3-6-1 double play and is lined out to right. And nice catch by Nick Markakis. This one is hit softly to third. Tejada, off balance throw, gets there. And plenty of time for the first out of the 7th inning. The ultimate driving machine this week is Adrian Beltre, brought to you by your local Massachusetts BMW Center. Visit bmwmass.com. In 6 games, he had 524. Breakdown 11 for 21 with 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and a .952 slugging percentage. It was a great week for Adrian Beltre. 1 down in the 7th. Here's the problem for Brad Bergeson tonight. J.D. Drew. Solo shot in the 2nd, solo shot in the 5th. Now 10 long balls on the year. It's 0-2.
Tejada on that last play, charging hard. He gets that low bounce, but that very strong throwing arm across the diamond to get Adrian Beltre. Tejada with still a very strong arm. This now from third base instead of shortstop.
Bergeson staying away from Drew, and it's 2-2. Swing and a miss. This time he gets the better of him. Strikes him out. And changes up. It is 6 strikeouts for Bergeson. This time he finally gets Drew.
Yeah, the 2 home runs were on fastballs. This time it is the changeup down and in to J.D. Drew. That fools him. The Amica Pit Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you covered, it's how you treated. And the 2nd home run for J.D. Drew in the 5th inning. A fastball right down the middle of the plate. And he takes it to the opposite field for the home run.
2 down for Bill Hall, who has struck out twice, both times swinging against Brad Bergeson. Foul tip, and it's 0-2. McDonald waiting on deck. Red Sox batting in the 7th with 2 outs. Bergeson has retired 7 Red Sox in a row. To third and Tejada. Make it 8 Red Sox in a row. 1, 2, 3, 7th. We head for the 8th. Game tied 2-2 from Fenway. Eighth inning from Fenway Park, tied 2-2. Wakefield back to the hill. His 85th pitch of the night. Corey Patterson leading it off, grounding it right side. Euclid will meet Wakefield. He's there, and there's one down.
Immediately following the game tonight is WB Mason Extra Innings Live with TC and Peter Gammons. They'll discuss the All-Star game and who should be the starting third baseman for the American League. It's all coming up right after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live.
Professional courtesy here, played by Cash and Beltre, as Wakefield had to run over to cover the bag at first, giving him a little extra time. He's going to get over there in a hurry. Wake's okay. Friday Night Baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Ace Ticket. Great seats at great prices. One out here in the eighth inning as Miguel Tejada stands in and taking a big hack. The strike one, foul back.
He had a good pitch to work on, too. It was a knuckleball that stayed up in the zone from Wakefield. Unfortunately, Tejada fouled it straight back.
Tejada 0 for 3. He's flied out 3 times in the game. That one is wide, 1-1. Tejada, then Markakis here in the eighth. On the ground and by Beltre into left field. It was hard hit and quickly gets by Beltre as Tejada reaches the first with 1 out in the eighth.
This should probably go as a base hit, I would imagine, for Tejada. That ball hit very hard and just exploded right at the glove of Adrian Beltre.
Markakis takes ball 1. It is a base hit. And the 7th of the night for the Orioles. First for Tejada. Stands at first base with 1 down. Markakis hit a home run off Tim Wakefield in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 3.
Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care while at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org.
1 out, Miguel Tejada at first base. 2-0 pitch to Nick Markakis. It's in there for a strike. Wakefield did go to the fastball in the 2-0 count. Tejada having to dive back.
Tejada does not have a steal yet on the season.
It's outside, ball 3. Hopefully get Patterson to ground out to first base. Tejada with that single through the left side. 1 out, 1 on in this 2-2 game in the 8th. Markakis down the right field line over his Drew towards the track to make the catch. 2 down.
On Sunday's Ultimate Red Sox show, Heidi Watney's lineup includes the Bruins' newest faces at Fenway, an injury update, a football preview, and much more. Catch the complete lineup Sunday at noon on the Ultimate Red Sox show, presented by Arbella Insurance Group. Arbella Insurance, here for good.
2 down, Tejada at first base. Ty Wigginton, he is 0 for 3. Grounded out in the second inning, flied out to right in the fourth, struck out swinging in the sixth inning. Red Sox playing very deep for him, especially Patterson in left. Deep end straight away. Patterson almost to the track in left field. It's headed out there, and he moves over and makes the catch on the sinking liner. They leave Tejada at first. We're through 7.5 from Fenway Park, tied at 2. Very strong as we head into the bottom of the eighth. Darnell McDonald shows bunt, takes ball one. Will Ullman has gotten lots of use out of the Orioles pen this year. Left-hander warming up as Bergeson starts the eighth. His 91st pitch of the night. It's on the corner for strike one, 1-1. He's been great. He's retired 8 Red Sox in a row. This one fouled off McDonald's leg, it appears, 1-2. Cash, then Scudero in the 8th inning for Boston. Consider this, the Orioles have allowed opponents 2 runs or less only 6 times this season, and once under Juan Samuel. Foul tip, 1-2 still. And now we got a piece of Wieters.
Sinking fastball, foul tip. And Wieters taking a little timeout. Coming up after the game tonight, it's Granite City Electric Red Sox final with TC and Peter Gammons. They'll bring you a complete Major League Baseball wrap-up as Jamie Moyer makes his case to be the oldest All-Star ever. It's all coming up after the game, only on NESN.
1-2 to leadoff hitter here in the 8th. McDonald strikes out. Hit him on the slider, and it's the 7th strikeout for Bergeson, 1 down in the 8th.
Yeah, a lot of those strikeouts tonight from Bergeson have come on that slider, too. He's had a very good one, in particular against those right-handed hitters, keeping the ball away and then moving it just an inch or so off the outside corner.
Papelbon beginning to warm in the pen with 1 out in the 8th in a 2-2 tie game. As Kevin Cash stands in and takes ball 1. He has flied to right and grounded out to third base. 0 for 2.
Don't leave NESN behind when you're on the go. Just visit NESN.com/mobile from your smartphone for a handheld look at the news, scores, and live game blocks you expect from NESN. NESN.com/mobile is presented by Bob Discount Furniture.
Kevin Cash, when a member of the Red Sox back in 2008, had 3 home runs. They all came in the 8th inning. He'd like one of those 8th inning home runs right now. Instead, it's a ground ball to shortstop where Cesar Torres throws him out. 2 quick outs in the 8th. Brad Bergeson, 98 pitches deep now. He's averaged only 84. And his high is only 106. He's retired 10 Red Sox in a row. 2 outs in the 8th for Marco Scutaro. 0 for 3 in the game tonight. Scutaro down the left field line towards the pole, and a fair ball off the wall. Patterson will play it. Scutaro will cruise into second with a double. Go-ahead run in scoring position with 2 outs in the 8th. The question was it going to be fair or not, headed towards the wall?
Yeah, it looked like fair by plenty as he hooks that sinking fastball that stayed up in the zone down the left field line. Scutaro now with an 8-game hitting streak, but more importantly in the second base with 2 outs in scoring position.
He is safe at second, safe and secure. New York Life. So the double for Scutaro and the end of the night for Brad Bergeson in a very good outing. 2-2 game from Fenway.
and Ruben Studdard bring the timeless tour to MGM Grand at Foxwoods and perform live in concert August 7th at 8 p.m. For tickets, call 866-MGM-0609 or visit mgm@foxwoods.com.
Ferguson pitching very well tonight, 7 2/3, but he gives up a double, which chases him from the game in the 8th in this tie game. Will Ullman is in here, and it's a pinch hitter for Boston. Daniel Nava pinch hits for Patterson. Had been 0 for 3. The go-ahead run in scoring position for Boston with 2 outs in the 8th. Nava goes around for a strike 1. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford Dealers. Ullman getting a lot of work out of the Orioles pen this season. His 40th appearance, a 2.96 earned run average. Opponents hitting at 250 against him. Right-handers are hitting 302 against Ullman. Inside 1-1.
Starts Nava off with back-to-back sliders.
The numbers for Nava as he pinch hits. He is 3 for 12 against left-handed pitching so far in his major league career. First time Nava has pinch hit in his career. Ball 2. A reminder to stay with us after the game for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live. Complete post-game coverage is coming up. Tom Caron and Peter Gammons. Right-hander Jason Birkin ready to go with 2 outs in the 8th. Scudero at second base. And a 2-1 pitch to Daniel Nava. Nava pops it up down the right field line. Blooped. It is falling, and it is falling fair. Here comes Scudero. Red Sox will take the lead 3-2. Not the hardest hit ball, but he gets the job done, and the Sox lead it.
When that ball left the bat, I thought it was going to go into foul territory, but it stayed in fair territory, and nobody could get to it. Just jammed on a fastball and just pushes it out toward right field. Markakis was the closest, but he really had no chance at it. And the Red Sox, with 2 outs, take the lead in this ballgame.
Extremely well placed for Daniel Nava. Papelbon starting to heat it up again. He had sat down for a moment, but had warmed up a little bit earlier. Ortiz 0 for 3 tonight as he takes strike 1. David is grounded out, flied out, struck out. Ortiz 0 for 4 against Ullman in his career. As he offers 0-2. The run is charged to Ferguson. Ends up giving up 3 and is on the hook now after 7 2/3 innings. Sox looking for some insurance now. Outside, ball 1. Seven 2/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, no walks, 7 strikeouts, and Ferguson on the hook. Ortiz with a shift on, nicely picked by his Torres, who throws him out to end the inning. But the Red Sox get the go-ahead run. We head for inning number 9. Sox lead at 3-2. Papelbon.
At FW Webb's showrooms. Frank Webb's Bass Centers for friendly, experienced guidance. Find the showroom at frankwebb.com.
Daniel Nava with a pinch hit. Knocks in the go-ahead run now in left field. The new pitcher, Jonathan Papelbon, 33rd appearance. He is 3-4 with a 3.82 ERA, 18 out of 21 in save opportunities. A 221 opponent batting average. That's what he's going to deal with coming up here in the inning. The Red Sox pull ahead 3-2 with a run in the 8th. As Jones gets ready to face Papelbon, it's been a 1-for-3 night for him. A single back in the second, sets on a strikeout and a groundout. Jones takes ball 1 outside. Papelbon earning his 18th save on Tuesday night against Tampa Bay. Struck out the only batter he faced to end the game. That was Willie Ibar. His 18 saves are tied for 4th in the American League. Swing and miss, 1-1.
A little something different that time from Papelbon. Down in the count, he goes to the slider. Don't see him do that very often. That completely fooled Jones.
It was those secondary pitchers that were working so well for him earlier on in the season. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Didn't go with the gas again.
Now back to back, he doubles up on the sliders, and again, not a good swing by Jones.
One ball, 2 strikes. Fouled off to the right. 96 that time on the fastball. Don't forget, after the game, stay with us for Granite City Electric's Red Sox final. It's coming up from our Nesson HD Television Center. Tom Karen, Peter Gammons, all ready to go. Adam Jones leading it off in the 9th. The 1-2 pitch from Papelbon. On the ground, foul. Jones, Wieters, and Bell to bat here in the 9th inning for the Orioles. Tim Wakefield tonight, 8 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs. He walked 1, struck out 4. His fate is in Papelbon's hands here in the 9th. Jones strikes out very defensively. He's trying to get out of the way and stop from swinging. He can't stop from swinging, and he's out number 1 of the 9th.
Everything had been away from Jones in that at bat, and they go up and in with a fastball, completely surprising Adam Jones.
One out in the 9th for Matt Wieters, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. He's flied out to left, grounded out, and walked his last time up in the 7th. In celebration of 18 Red Sox wins for the month of June, the Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation will be donating $9,000 to the Boys and Girls Club of Lowell. It's Eastern Bank's commitment to the community, along with their winning combination of banking, investments, and insurance that make them the best team in banking. 1 down, 9th inning. Matt Wieters with a count of 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Fastball at about 96 from Papelbon, right by
Weeders coming in with an 8-game hitting streak, does not have a hit tonight. Fouls it off, 1-2. There's 6 home runs on the season as he bats with 1 out, bases empty, and Josh Bell on deck. In tight, 2-2. Eight innings tonight from Tim Wakefield. Papelbon has 1 out in the 9th. Weeders defending the plate, sends it foul. 97 that time from Papelbon as he reaches back.
Also, very nice job by Weeders to foul that pitch off. That was nasty, right on the outside corner. Just kind of reaches out and punches it foul.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 9th inning. Ball 3. Weeders 3 for 5 in his career against Papelbon. Up, foul ground. Beltre stepping into foul ground. He's got to play. Makes it. 2 down in the 9th. A strikeout, a foul out. Papelbon has taken care of the first 2 Orioles of the 9th. And here's Josh Bell. It's his first experience against Papelbon. Strike 1. Bell singled in the 5th. It's been a 1 for 3 night for the Orioles DH. Bats with 2 outs in the 9th. With the Red Sox on top by a run. Fouled off, 0-2. More fastballs. That one at 95. Fenway Park stands as 1. Fouled off, and we'll do it again, 0-2. There's been fastball after fastball in this sequence with Lugo waiting on deck. Papelbon would very much like to take care of business right here. Ball 1, 1-2. Terry Francona's Red Sox pull ahead with a pinch hit single for Daniel Nava in the 8th. Papelbon trying to finish off the O's in the 9th. Just away, and it's 2-2.
Didn't miss by very much, but did miss the outside part of the plate.
Cash held it there so Andy Fletcher could get a good long look. But he calls it ball 2. He struck him out and the Red Sox win. A 2-hour, 5-minute win for the Red Sox tonight as Tim Wakefield goes 8, Papelbon goes 1, and the Red Sox